Good evening. Let me just grab the mic and we're live. Good evening, C3 parents. I'm your coach, Karien Pitout, and welcome on a personal update and things that's been going on. Pardon me if I cough. Our family has been struck with COVID. All of us, it was actually quite mild. I still have here and there a few symptoms. My throat dries up very quickly though. But all in all, we're actually doing very well as a family and in general. So, pardon if I start coughing, pardon if I get stuck. But I thought it was important for me to actually give you guys an update. It has been quite some time since I've actually done a live. I think I probably skipped the whole month of February, not because I don't love you, but purely because of illness and a couple of things that has been happening. So this is literally just a quick short update. What direction is C3 parenting going through? With the move, with everything that's been going on, and me having to refocus and figure out where I'm heading um, with C3 parenting, it has really been pressed upon my heart that this channel cannot just be about parent coaching. Um, it has to become a bit more authentic. It has to become a bit more about parenting the here, the now, and life. It has been a bit of a difficult change for myself. I would love just to keep like just do the professional thing, um, but in reality is that I would love to transfer all the knowledge, and but I've kind of pigeonholed this channel. And Habitron and I have been talking like, should I start another channel? Should I just redirect this channel? And for now, the idea is that we are going to try out some new stuff to do on this channel and then decide whether we need to start a second channel, a different direction. Because I'm more than just a parenting coach. I'm a parent myself. I'm a life partner. Um, but there's so much more that actually raising a kid entails almost every aspect of life. And I think that makes the subject broader, but it also then kind of complicates things. So it's a give a little, take a little kind of thing. So where we're heading is we're going to experiment with a couple of things in the next 2 months. One of them will be reactions to family movies, specifically your animation movies, where parents play a role in the storyline and to learn out of what those parents either did good or bad and how to move forward from that. Um, and then also ask some curious questions regarding that. So that's the one thing that we want to start. The other thing is actually starting a Reddit reaction where we go through some of the Reddit conversations about parenting, and having a professional reaction to that. And then the other branch will be really going into relocating with the family and the changes that we have had to do. And yes, for us as a family, it's been a lot of changes, but for so many families, this has been their reality from the get go. So little neat tips and tricks that I've learned throughout this day. And then the last branch will be looking at neurodiversity, raising kids with neurodiversity, and being on the spectrum. And then also in between that, additional like things that we would have discussed in workshops and courses with the C3 parenting group. Now, the C3 Parenting Club, the Parenting Club is still active. It's still going. You can go check it out at Patreon. Please support us. Please follow us. It's literally it's cheap, cheap. It's like $4. It helps us being able to keep on creating content. It makes it more possible for me to, I don't want to say justify, but it makes it more easier for me to actually sit down and do work. What does Patreon include for you? The Patreon does include a podcast every month. a video workshop where we actually sit and we talk about either the Q&As or very specific parenting things. So the coaching will continue, but the coaching specifically will only happen truly on Patreon. It will not really so much be happening on the channel itself anymore. Yes, we are integrating the Facebook lives as well. We will start setting out a schedule and sorting things like that. It has been a hectic, almost like year and a half for me personally. And so if you've listened to the update, you're welcome to log off now from the video, but I would love for you to continue watching the video. Hit that like button, help boost this channel, help grow this channel, share with your friends. But here's some information about what has been going on in the past year and a half in our lives. So when COVID happened, Habitron got a job offer and we immigrated to come to the Netherlands. We actually had a choice between the US and the Netherlands, and weighing up everything and the choices and availability and medical and social justice and just so many things, we decided to stick with let's go to the Netherlands. It has felt like a homecoming, and I'm going to do a video or a live about why it felt for me personally like coming home when we came to the Netherlands. Does it mean that I love South Africa less? No, it doesn't. It just means that I've found a space where I still, not still, but where I'm at home and I actually finally feel like I can breathe. Then throughout all of this, my oldest brother passed away literally 2 weeks before we left the country of our birth. The kids had to adjust. We've got a neurodiverse kid that had to be diagnosed, and schools had to be found, and therapy upon therapy, and journeys upon journeys that we had to travel, and things we just had to sort out, trying to figure out just the shopping system in a different country. Has been quite a challenge. Making new friends, the older you get, the more difficult it is to make friends. And I do personally have an extremely high standard of who I would like to view as a friend. I do not suffer racist kindly. I do not suffer like homophobes kindly. So even though we've moved to a very liberal country, it still means that I'm still extremely wary of who I befriend and who I don't. Yes, it's fun to say, oh, you're weird and my weird connects, but it takes time, and it really does take time to find friends. It has been an amazing year. It has been an incredible discovery of who we are as human beings and who we are, um, what we're passionate about, and what truly, truly matters to us as a family. But it's been tough. We've had so many moments of disconnect between us and the kids, and the kids have been through a lot, like going to a different country, having to be educated in a language that I don't really fluently speak yet, um, being the other while still being included. It was weird. It is still weird. We're still figuring things out. I don't think there's a part of me that feels like, oh, come on, hurry up now. You should have settled in. And there's a part of me like, wow, I can't believe we settled in so far. We bought home. It's just been an incredible whirlwind with moments of like the eye of the storm that we've been through. It's been very real, guys. It's been very real. But yes, I'm going to change a bit of the C3 parenting situation. You will see in the next month or two a new statement of what the goal, the aim of C3 parenting will be. But the coaching will still be there. But I honestly feel that authentically who I am, the things that matter to me, that matters in the day-to-day of raising kids, extends more than how do I stop a tantrum? How do I do this or that or the next thing? It extends into realizing that raising kids is a political statement. It extends into realizing that a child is a whole human being and their brains are still developing. It extends into how do I survive the clutter when I don't have anybody available to help me. Doesn't matter whether I've got an involved spouse, that where even where there is no gender specific roles or tasks to be done, um, what does mental load look like? All those things, and it is important that we actually discuss those things. So C3 parenting will become a more authentic parenting channel, a more authentic parenting connection. And hopefully, with my love hate relationship that I have with social media, I will personally find a balance between, advertising and getting things going. But for now, for the next year or so, the workshops and the courses will only be offered if exclusively asked for. The website will probably be shut down within the next 2 months. We won't sell our domain, but our domain will probably either go dormant or we're going to have to revamp that, because the heart and the soul of C3 parenting is changing and growing. And I honestly believe that we've had tunnel vision on, when we started it. Life has changed and I've changed, and so things around me needs to change. I just quickly want to read the comment here. So you land up, man down in bed and COVID. Yes, man down and nothing else but to think. Unfortunately, Hubbatron also got COVID, which meant that we had to tag team. Whoever felt the most strength for the day had to deal with the kids. The kids did get COVID, but um, dude, thanks that they were vaccinated, they bounced around perfectly fine. We were vaccinated as well, but like Hubbatron is not a man flu person, but I am. So really, when I feel crappy, I just want to veg in the bed. So we've played hours and hours of Minecraft. I actually originally thought like maybe I should start a channel about Minecraft, like a noob in Minecraft, follow the adventures of someone that doesn't know what the hell they're doing in Minecraft. Ooh, that word. Follow someone that doesn't know what they're doing in Minecraft. And I might actually even add some Minecraft videos. It's wholesome, it is fun, there's some science and maths behind it. Uh, it's a fun game, online game to meet with our kids and connect with our kids. We actually enjoy it as a family. We play a lot as a family, especially when none of us feel like doing anything. Um, but it has been quite a journey. I want to reactivate my passion for photography, and I want to reactivate my passion just for everything. And I think for close to 5 years, I have been hiding in this little shell and doubting, like, having, what do they call it, imposter syndrome. It has been a tough journey and it's had its ups and downs. And but I just thought it's only fair to let you guys know that yes, I know I have not been consistent. For the past year and a half, I really have not been consistent with my videos or my lives. And it's not because I don't love doing YouTube. It's not because I don't love doing what I'm doing. It has honestly just been a real struggle for me personally to find a balance between adjusting to change, to adjusting to a new country, to adjust to myself, and dealing with just the world in general. I went through a very dark space regarding the world in general, for a while, where I honestly did not have hope for the world anymore. And I'm glad to say that that part's over. I've found new hope. I've still have hope, and I want to share that, and I want to share that for the future. And our kids, they deserve every opportunity for an adult to have hope and invest in it and share it with them, because in the end of the day, when we pass on, they are the light bearers of hope going forward. So that's where we are. That's where C3 parenting is, and that's where I'm personally at. I will not stop coaching. I will still be available. Guys, please, please, please connect with the Patreon server if you want some personal coaching, because that is where the majority of the coaching will be happening. And it will also help keep the channel going. And I love you all so much. And thank you for the continued support, the love, the care, and everything that you guys do as followers to help support this community. And let's just keep on moving forward and keep on growing. I love you lots. Um, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Good night.